Hello everyone. If you want to solve a quadratic equations, there are three methods. First is by using factorization. The second one is by using quadratic formula, and the third one is by using the completing square. Most of the time, we prefer to use factorization, which is by writing this general form into bracket form. We don't like to use this one because this is a little bit complicated. But if we have no choice, then we have to use the quadratic formula to solve the quadratic equation. So when to use the quadratic formula? It is when we cannot factorize the quadratic equation. If we cannot factorize them, then we have no choice, but we have to use the quadratic formula. For information, completing squared can be also used as a tool to solve the quadratic equation. We will see this later. All right, so let's try to solve a few questions. First of all, can we solve this by using factorization? Can we solve this quadratic equation by factorization? So first of all, we need to check the discriminant. So what is discriminant? The discriminant is b squared minus 4ac. So let's check whether this one gives you a nice number. So we see that b squared minus 4ac is equal to, of course, my b is negative 4. So negative 4 squared, but negative 4 squared minus 4, 1, and then negative 7. So I got 16 plus 4 times 7 gives me 28. So 16 plus 28 give me 44. Okay, so my b squared minus 4ac is a nice number, but I cannot square root my b squared minus 4ac, right? I cannot square root my b squared minus 4ac. If I cannot square root my b squared minus 4ac, then I cannot solve this by using factorization. Okay, so since we cannot solve this by using factorization, then we have no choice. We have to use the quadratic formula. And the question wants us to use quadratic formula as well. So let's solve this by using quadratic formula. So the quadratic formula is negative b plus minus the square root minus 4ac is square root 44, right? Over 2a. Okay, so this is negative, this is 4 plus minus, sorry, plus minus here. I can write like this, right? 2a. Sub 44 can be written as 4 times 11 can be written as square root 4 times square root 11 and can be written as 211, right? So we can actually write this as 4 plus minus 2 third 11 over 2. And we can factorize out the 2. So we got 2 plus minus third 11 over 2. And we cancel the 2. We got 2 plus minus square root 11. All right. So this is the root. Okay, this is the root I got by using by using the quadratic formula. Okay. So next, you can check your answer by using completing squared method. So by using completing squared, you should get the same answer. So we can do this together. Okay, so let me erase this one. Okay, so if I want to use completing squared in order to solve this, I need to write this in completing squared form. So I have my a equal to 1, my b is negative 4 over 2a. 2a is 2 squared plus c minus b squared over 4a, right? So I get x minus 2 squared, um, negative 7 minus 16 over 4. I got 11, all right? So I can move the negative 11 to the other side, and then I move the square to the other side, and then I move 2 to the other side. So as you can see, the two answers are the same. So this one is by using the quadratic formula. We solve the quadratic equation by using quadratic formula, and this way we solve the quadratic equation by using completing square method. Okay, so if you have no question, we can proceed to the second question. So this question has clearly stated that you must use completing square to determine the stationary point. You cannot use dy dx. I know some of you have already learned differentiation to find a stationary point, but in this case, you cannot use dy dx. We have to use the completing square. Okay, so we must write the quadratic equation in completing square form. Okay, so my a is 1, my b is -6, so plus -6 over 2 times 1 squared minus 16 minus b squared over 4a, right? 4 times 1. So this one I got x minus 3 squared. I got minus 16. How much do I got for this? Negative 36 divided by 4. I got 9. So negative 16 minus 9. And then x plus minus 3 squared. This one I got 25. All right. As discussed in the previous video, we know that this quadratic curve has a happy face, right? So this is it consists a minimum point, and this minimum point is located at 3 and negative 25. Okay. All right. Now, the second question, we want to find the roots. To find the roots, we need to solve this. So the question doesn't say we must use which method. Then we will try to factorize it. If we cannot factorize this one, then only we will use quadratic formula or completing square. All right. So we can factorize this. So y equal to x squared minus 6x minus 16. Right. We can factorize this. So we write this quadratic equation into two brackets. So the one answer is 2 and the one answer is 8. So let me check. So this must be minus, this must be plus. So the roots are x is equal to negative 2 and x is equal to 8. Okay, you can use calculator to get the answer, but in the test you must show working. All right, you can use calculator to check the answer, but you must show how you get negative 2 and 8 as the roots. All right, let's try one last question. Okay, so by using completing square, determine the stationary point. Okay, so the same, you want to write this into completing square form. So the first one, y equals 2x squared plus 3x minus 3. So this one, I have my a equal to 2x plus 3 over 2a, which is 4 squared minus 3 minus b squared over 4 times a. 2x plus 3 over 4 squared. Give me 1 minute to calculate this. So I got negative 33 over 8. Yes. I hope you already familiar on how do I get this. If you still not sure how do I get this, please refer to my previous video. Okay. Now we can see this is a happy face curve, which consists of a minimum point, and this minimum point is located at negative 3, 4 and negative 33 over 8. Yeah, this is the region. This is the location. Okay. Next, the question asks you to find the roots. So you can actually use your calculator to find the roots. So your calculator will show you this answer. Once you see this answer, please do not factorize because you can't factorize this. All right. So if the calculator gives you a numerical answer like this, then you have to use completing square or the quadratic formula to get the answer. All right. So from here, you see the answer already, but we assume we don't see the answer. So yeah, let's use quadratic equation to get the answer. So x is equal to negative b plus minus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Right. So my b is 3. So the discriminant is how much? Let me check. Um, 9 minus 4 times 2 times negative 3. So I got 33 here over 2 times 2, I got 4. Okay, so please check your answer whether you get these two answers 0.686 and negative 2.186. Okay, so if you got these two answer, meaning that you got the roots correctly. Okay. Finally, the question asks you to sketch this graph. So you have already know the location of the minimum point and you also know the roots already. Then I think we can sketch this graph very easily. So let's draw this. Okay. And the shape, I think it looks like it is a happy face. So it should be look like this. Okay. So the minimum point is negative 33 over 8 and negative 3 over 4. This is the y-intercept, negative 3. This is the root 0.686 and the other root is here, negative 2.186. Okay, so make sure you label all the points correctly because each of the points with label will be given marks. All right, so please try the remaining question. All right, and if you have any other question, please do not hesitate to talk to any of the mathematics lecturer. Thank you very much. Bye bye.